Chicago Bears beat the Minnesota Vikings in an ugly Monday night primetime. But hey, a win is a win, right?
Last thing, the most important piece is we're going to take the North and never give it back.
Subscribe.
Take that.
Welcome to 3 Point Stance Pod, where we don't claim to be experts. We just give our takes. Take it or leave it.
We'll be fine either way. Let's go.
Hello, 3 Point Stance viewers. This is Octavius Vernell Brown reporting for 3 Point Stance Podcast. Call me OV for short. Take a second to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the show in a big way.
Welcome back to another episode of 3 Point Stance Podcast. I am your host, Ville. Happy Bears Victory Week to all my Bears fans, and thank you once again for tuning in. So let's go ahead and get into this Bears game. The Chicago Bears defense got active once again and brought the Pastronaut and the recently surging Vikings back down to earth. They continued their surprisingly great play from last week, holding the Vikings to under 250 yards of total offense. The Bears' D-line got pressure from both the interior and the edges, helping to rattle Josh Dobbs into throwing 4 interceptions.
Dobbs had some heat on it.
It seems like all 11 guys on the defense got into the act versus the run game. The defense held the Vikings' run game to just 73 yards, 11 coming from Josh Dobbs' scrambles. Linebacker Tremaine Edmonds looked close to 100% healthy against the run, and the linebacker core of Edmonds, Edwards, and Sanborn brought hell to the Vikings' backfield. As for the offense, they gave up 3 sacks, but as a whole, they handled Brian Flores' blitz-heavy defense a lot better than the Week 4 Vikings game that Justin Fields injured his thumb in, causing him to miss the following 4 games. And Fields continued showing the improved decision-making he displayed versus the Detroit Lions early in this game, completing his first 12 passes in a row. But unfortunately, most were short passes that helped the Bears cross into Vikings territory, but never came close to touchdowns. Hell, even the defense tried to help. They handed them great field position, and the offense just couldn't get the job done. The run game was seeming to be working. Getsy be like, nah, let's throw about 10 times in a row. Then the quick forward pass game will be working, and Fields will be making great decisions getting the ball out. Getsy be like, nah, you know what we need? More screens. Even with a 9-3 lead and the Vikings offense looking super buns, I would be lying if I said, here we go again, didn't cross my mind 100 times during that game. I mean, typical Bears bullshit just kept happening during the game. First came the seemingly almost typical Justin Fields fumble with the game on the line. Then the Bears defense that was doing so well once again left their foot off the gas and allowed Josh Dobbs to go 4 of 5 on the Vikings' last drive. He hit a wide-open T.J. Hawkins for a 17-yard go-ahead TD, further proving to us that Eddie Jackson is cooked. The score was 10-9. Then Fields fumbled again. At that point, it just felt like yet another Bears letdown. And in the past, I forgive Justin Fields for those turnovers because the defense would be the problem. But it wasn't that night. I could not find it in myself to defend those fumbles. QB1 has got to clean that shit up ASAP. But something different from the last 2 seasons happened. The Bears defense locked in and forced a 3-and-out, giving Justin Fields one more shot at being the hero on Monday Night Football in prime time. So let me set this up. With 2:29 remaining in the game, starting at his own 22-yard line, Justin Fields marched the offense down the field, not with his legs, but with his arm. Justin Fields led the Bears up the field, and at 1:06 remaining on the clock, he fired a missile 36 yards to a wide-open DJ Moore, putting the Bears at the 13-yard line. Now, I damn sure still was nervous, because although Kaale Santos had made 3 field goals, he had missed his first early game attempt that would have had us up 3 at this point in the game. With 10 seconds left on the clock, I ain't gonna hold you. My nerves was bad. I couldn't take another disappointing loss. The ball was snapped, the kick went up, and Kaale Santos was canned. Got to give my Michael Jordan pose on that one. Justin Fields finally got that game-winning drive that has eluded him for the last 2 years. He finally proved the haters wrong. Even if it's for just one game, he can hold his head high and celebrate being the reason they won instead of losing. And the best part, he didn't do it with his legs. It was with his arm. Now, it was an ugly game. But what a beautiful, beautiful result, Bears fans. All right, enough reminiscing. So let's talk impact players of the game. This is where we give 2 names on both offense and defense that had a major impact on the win. On offense, you know I'm going to give it to my dog Justin Fields, who didn't have a great game, but he was decisive and made plays when it mattered. Versus the blitz, he went 16 for 21 for 132 yards, picked up 8 important first downs, and had a 91.8 passer rate. And the other offensive impact player of the game is DJ Moore. DJ had 11 receptions for 114 yards, including the 36-yard reception that helped the Bears get into field goal position and kick the game-winning field goal. Now, we remember all those haters that said when he was traded from the Carolina Panthers to the Chicago Bears, where wide receivers come to suffer a career death. Now the boy has 1,000 yards in 12 games. DJ Moore now has 1,003 yards in just 12 games. His career high is 1,193 yards. He has 5 more games to blow that out the water. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. DJ Moore got a career high 230 yards with Justin Fields at quarterback versus the Commanders. On Monday versus the Vikings, he got a career high 11 receptions with Justin Fields at quarterback. So if he blows 1,193 yards out of the water, that means QB1 has helped him to 3 career high totals in their very first season together. Pretty damn good if you ask me. All right. My rant's done. So on the defensive side, for impact players of the game, I'm going with the rookie Terrell Smith and edge rusher Montez Sweat. Terrell Smith started in relief of Tyreek Stevenson and looked like a vet. He had 8 total tackles and made open field stops that slowed down and sometimes stalled Viking drives throughout the game. We are super excited to announce that our Impact Player segment is now sponsored by BetStamp, where you can use our link to sign up to some of the best online sportbooks, find the best odds, and best sign-up deals available to you in your state. Just click the link that will be available in the description below and sign up. It's as simple as that. Bet money, get money.
Impact Player of the Game, Montez Sweat.
Then we have Montez Sweat, who had a dominant game, racking up 1.5 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and 7 pressures. Him and the defensive line getting after the quarterback was a huge reason Dobbs threw multiple picks. Now that we've given our impact players, we got a quick question for you, Bears fans. Who do you feel were impact players for the Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings? Leave your answer in the comments. With that, we're going to go ahead and wrap the show. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of 3 Point Stands Podcast. We greatly appreciate the support. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the show in a huge way and helps put us in the algorithm and gets us in front of other Bears fans on YouTube. And as we always say here at 3 Point Stands Podcast, stand for what you believe in. Peace.